So the first thing you're going to do, from the top of your paper, you're going to come down by 2 inches, and then get your ruler, create your line. When you're done creating the line, you're going to label as your top line, and then this place, label it as your front. This is our front pattern. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to divide the bigger part of our body by 4. Wherever that is bigger, if it is your bust, if it is your hip, divide it by 4 and then add extra 3 inches. So mine is 12. So whatever yours is, measure it, and then from your center front, go inward by that inches. So mine is 12. I'm going to go in by 12. So I'm going to connect this line like this. So here we go. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to get our chest line. In order to get your chest line, divide your bust circumference by 6, then plus 1.5 inches. My bust circumference is 36. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Then plus 1.5 inches is going to give us 7.5. So I'm going to go to my top line, measure 7.5 downward as my chest line. So whatever yours is, divide your bust circumference by 4 and then do the same thing, measure downward. Then I'll take my ruler, chest line. Okay, when you're done with that, go ahead and label as your chest line. Chest line. Next thing you are going to do, you are going to measure it from your shoulder to your bust point. Whatever the measurement is, mine is 10. I'm going to go over to my top line and then take the 10 inches downward. Okay, so whatever yours is, do the same. Now I'm going to take my ruler and then create my bust point line. So this is it. So when you're done, you label as your bust point. Bust point. Okay. So the next step is to get our waistline. So in order to get your waistline, you're going to measure from your shoulder down to your waist. Mine is 16. So I'm going to go ahead from my top line and then go down by 16 inches. So take your ruler, 16, and go ahead and label as your waistline. This is our waistline. So when you are done with that, the next thing you are going to do, you are going to add our neck. So to create your neckline, we are going to go inward by 3 inches, which is the width. Then you are going to go down by 3 inches also, which is the depth. So go in by 3, come down by 3 inches, and then get your curve ruler. Get your curve ruler and then create your neckline. So the next step we are going to take after this is our shoulder measurement. So in order to get your shoulder measurement, measure the one side of your shoulder to the other side of your shoulder. Whatever the measurement is, divide it by 2. Mine is 14. I'm going to divide it by 2, which is going to give me 7. So from my center front, I will go inward by 7 on the top line, by 7, and then come down to my chest line and then measure the 7 also. Then I will take my ruler and then create my shoulder line measurement. So when you're done doing that, the next thing we are going to do, on this our shoulder line, come down by 1 inches like this, then connect it to your neckline. So I'm going to take my ruler and then connect it to my neckline. Okay, so here you go. So when you're done connecting, the next thing you're going to do, we are going to create our armhole. So in order to create your armhole, we are going to search for the midpoint between this line and this 1 inch we came down with. So I'm going to take the measurements now. This is 6.5 inches. So from this 6.5 inches I measured, I'm going to fold my tape into 2 to that point. Fold my tape into 2 to that point. So whatever I have now, I'm going to take that down as my midpoint. So place your tape like this, and then wherever your measurement is where your midpoint is. So when you're done with that, you're going to go inward to the center front side by 1/2 inches, and then create a line like this, and then connect this place back to the 1 inch we came down with. Okay, connect it back like this. So connect back like this. So the next step is to create your armhole. Let one part of your ruler be at the 1/2 inch we went in with, and the other side on your chest line. Okay. So all you are going to do is just to connect them together like this. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to get our dart measurements. To get your dart measurement, measure your bust points to your bust points. Okay, so whatever you have, divide it by 2. My bust point to bust point measurement is 8, so I'm going to divide that by 2, which is 4 inches. So I will go to my waistline now, and then input the 4 inches from my center front, and then go ahead to my bust point also, and then input the 4 inches also. Then I will take my ruler and create my dart leg. So at this dart leg, you are going to come out by 1/2 inches. Just measure 1/2 inches on one side of the dart leg, then on the other side measure 1/2 inches, then come back to your bust point line, and then come down by 1 inches. We are going to connect the 1/2 inch to that 1 inch we came down with at the bust point. So connect like this. Okay, here we go. So the next step, we are going to impute our measurements. So in order to impute your measurements, you are going to take your round bust circumference. Okay, your round bust circumference, you are going to divide it by 4. So my round bust circumference is 36. So 36 divided by 4 is going to give us 9. Okay, so I'm going to input my 9 there from my center front. Then I'll take my 9 inches measurement like this. Then I'll go to my waistline also. So go to your waistline, measure your round waist circumference. So whatever it is, divide it by 4. Mine is 7, so I'm going to input my 7 here. So after doing that, the next thing you're going to do, come back to your chest line, add extra 1 inch as your sewing allowance. Then come back to your waistline, add extra 1 inch. Okay, this will serve as the dart allowance. Remember, this dart, we are going to sew it off. We are sewing this dart off. So when you sew this dart off, you remember we went out by 1/2 inch and we went out to the other side by 1/2 inch. This is already 1 inch. So when you sew this off, you already shorten your waist measurement by 1 inches. So we are going to replace that 1 inch. So add extra 1 inch. That is to your waistline, you are adding 2 inches. One is for the dart intake and one is as your sewing allowance. So what we are going to do now, you are going to connect it like this. So the next step, we are going to draft out our back pattern. We already drafted out our front, so we are going to draft out our back pattern also. So just like we did for the front, from the top of your paper like this, come down by 2 inches also, and then get your ruler, and then ruler across to create your line. When you're done creating your line, label as your top line. Just like we did for the front, label as your top line, and then here you label as back. This is our back pattern. So the next step we are going to take is we are going to get our chest line. So just like we did for the front, divide your bust circumference by 6, then plus 1.5 inches. That was what we did for the front. So mine was 7.5. So I'm just going to take that down. So I'm going to take my ruler and then create my chest line for the back. So I'm going to label as my chest line also. So the next step is to get our waistline. No need for bust point because you don't have bust at your back. So to get our waistline for the back, our waistline for the front is longer than our waistline for the back because of our bust. Our bust will take up some inches. So what you do, you get your tape to your shoulder at your back and then measure from your shoulder down to your waist. Mine is 14.5, so I'm going to take that down, 14.5 inches. I'm going to take that down. Remember, my front was 16, so now my back is 14.5. So make sure yours, whatever yours is, you take it down. So I'm going to take my ruler now and create my back waistline. Okay, so this is my back waistline. The next step, we are going to create our neckline for the back. So for your back neckline, come down by 1.5 inches. For the width, go in by 3. So the width for the front and back should always be the same. If you're making the width for the front 4, let the back be 4, but the depth can vary, so it depends on what you're working with. So I'm just going to take my ruler and then connect to create my neckline. The next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to create my shoulder line. So just like we did, divide your shoulder line by 2. Your cross shoulder, divide it by 2. Mine was 7, which I used for the front. So I'm going to do the same thing. Add it on my top line, then on my chest line, I will add the 7 also. And then I will get my ruler and then create my shoulder line. So when you're done with this, go over to the top, come down by 1 inch, and then get your ruler, connect it to the neck you already created, okay, like this. So after connecting, so the next thing you're going to do, you're going to find the midpoint, fold your tape into 2 like this, then these are midpoints, okay, then go in by 1/2 inch, then create your line. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to connect it back to the 1 inch we came down with, like this. And then get your curve ruler. One side should be at this 1/2 inch. Okay, the other side at your chest line. So you are going to go ahead and then connect it like this to create our armhole. So when you are done with this, the next step is to get your dart measurement. So our dart is 4, so I'm going to input the 4, come back to my chest line and then measure the 4, and then use my ruler to create my dart leg for the back. Go add by 1/2 inches, and then on the other side go add by 1/2 inches. So for the back, you are going to connect straight to your chest line. You don't need to come down by 1 inches like we did for the front. So just connect straight like this to your chest line. So do the same here, back to your chest line. So when you are done with that, the next step is to get your bust circumference. My bust circumference, I divided it by 4, then plus 1 inch as my allowance. Then my waist circumference was 7 after dividing by 4. So I'll put it here, and then I'll add 1 inch. Remember what we did for the front, just add the 1 inch for that and add another 1 inch for sewing allowance. So when you're done, you connect. The next step is to go in by 1/2 inch, okay, and then connect it straight to your chest line like this. So when you are done doing that, this 1/2 inch that we take out, we are going to add it back here. We are going to add these 1/2 inches back. So if you're seeing our front and back pattern, remember our back pattern, the length was 14.5, while our front pattern was 16. What we are going to do now, we are going to do a little calculation. Our shoulder to waist for the front was 16, while our shoulder to waist for the back, for mine, was 14.5. So whatever yours is, what you are going to do, you are going to minus your front pattern, which mine was 16. Then I'm going to minus it from the back pattern, which is my shoulder to waist, which is 14.5 inches. So what I'm going to be left with is 1.5 inches. This 1.5 inches we are left with, we are going to use it to create our side dart for the front. Let's go ahead and do that. The 1.5 inches, which is the difference between our front and back pattern, we are going to come to our side, our bust point. So by the side, okay, by the side you are going to add the 1.5 inches by the side, and then you're going to connect it back to the dart leg like this. So this is it. So this is our side dart. Okay, this is our allowance. Hope you understand what I did. I minus my front pattern, the length of my front pattern, I minus it from the back pattern. That was what I used to create this side dart. So let's go ahead and add our zip allowance for the back. Remember, we went in by 1/2 inches and we've already replaced the 1/2 inches here. So what we are going to do, from this point, measure 1 inch out. So take your ruler and then connect it. Okay, so connect your waistline to it, and then from your chest line do the same thing, connect. Okay, so this is our zip allowance. So you're going to go ahead, add another 1 inch, add another 1 inch down to, okay, and then connect it back to your neckline like this, and also shade it out. Okay, so this is it. This is now our zip allowance. Okay, so when you arrive here, you are done with your front and back pattern. So if you want to sew, all you need to do is to add 1/2 inch here. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. So when you are done adding the necessary allowance needed, cutting out is just like a piece of cake. Okay, so get your fat and cut. So this is our back pattern and this is the front pattern. Okay, so is that easy?